Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rumble and Roar podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm your host, Lenoria, and this is my host,
Shayna.
Yes. Okay, girl.
Go ahead, go on and tell them.
Guys, the topic is, why is colorism a thing? Why? Why is it?
So, guys, colorism is not a thing to me. So, I guess I should ask you.
It never is to the... It never is. I wasn't about to call you white, but what I was about to say is, it never is to a light-skinned black person or a white person. Colorism is not a thing. But for somebody chocolate and sweet and sensual like myself, yes, it's a thing, because our skin, when you're dark, you go through a lot, guys. Shayna, I went through a lot growing up, girl.
Okay.
A lot.
I feel like we have way too much going on as black people for this to be a thing.
And you know what? You are on the money. It is between our own kind. Let me say. It says, what is the definition of colorism? Prejudice or discrimination against individuals with dark toned skin, typically among people of the same ethnic group. It's us.
So this is against dark-skinned people, but the light-skinned people, we're not walking around here like, they go that darky. Like, we're not doing that. I don't see how I feel like dark-skinned people will be like, oh yeah, that light-skinned girl, like, you know, the high yellow. It's a thing to y'all. Like, why y'all so mad?
But light-skinned girls feel that, oh, well, I'm so close to white, I can do... Yes! Some of them. You are not like that, Shayna, but there are some of them, especially when I grew up, and light skin was in when I grew up. I grew up, in the 70s and 80s. Yes, light skin. Back in the 80s, the light skinned man was the thing. Not anymore. Not anymore. Yes, we have somebody who has a question. Go ahead, honey.
I have a question. I just have my input.
Okay.
Even as like a fair tone, whatever, I don't know what color I fall under.
Mm-hmm.
But even with...
Speak up, because we want them to hear this.
I think y'all can hear me.
Okay.
I'm talking pretty loud. I don't want to yell. But I feel like even in school, I can say that it was more of the lighter skinned girls, being more messy, but it was more the fact that, like...
Because they thought they was the prettiest shit.
Yes, and they were kind of like, not idolized, but it was more of the preference.
Yeah.
Because it was more, it's just how they were. And when you
and you're a millennial, right? Or Gen Z?
Gen Z.
But
when you did, like, you had to be the baddest. If you were a dark skinned girl, you had to have the body, the face,
the hair, the walk, the talk.
And you could be the ugliest light skinned girl, but you're still praised.
You're still
light skinned
bam.
Girl. But that's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it still is, baby. Well, no, yeah, I wouldn't think now, because I get mine.
I was just gonna say, like, what are the light skin privileges? Because, like,
I think it's more just like y'all close. It's like we're closer to white. That's what it kind of.
But no, we don't. White people want to be black. I ain't never seen. I'm almost white a little bit. So,
but see, I think the reason you don't. I think the reason you don't realize it, you don't notice it, you don't see it, you don't think anything of it, Shayna, is because you are not that petty heifer that thinks I'm going to use my color as, you're just real. See, when you're real, you just, and you don't see it. But when you are a fake person and you know that, okay, bright skin is in, or bright skin have privileges like the white, what is it called? White privilege, and they act a certain way. They know that they act like they're better than the dark skin. And maybe...
But I don't want to cut nobody
No,
off.
it's okay.
But if you have to look at it, you have to go back to race, like colonization. We'll start there. Black people, the darker skinned people were outside in the field. You had the lighter skin.
Right, in the house. See,
So
even back in the day.
Exactly. White people, and since they were the quote unquote dominant group,
Right.
they made it seem like because they were closer to white, you have to be in the house. Although you were still getting raped, you're still a slave, you're still a nigger.
You're still a nigger. You're still sick. Oh, she told me not to say nigger with an R.
Oh yeah, we can't say that on this.
But yes, you can.
No, you can't. They have guidelines. You can't say certain words on there, but she got the epic. But you still are a black person to them at the end of the day. You just are a lighter tone, so it's more accepting. You know?
I will say, I didn't hear anything about colorism until, like,
Yeah.
basketball wise. Like, the one girl, and it's
Wow.
the dark-skinned girl on there, she was just like, yeah, you guys are colorists, and this is colorism. I'm just like, girl, because what? Like, what just happened to make you feel that way? Because
My husband said that he knew nothing about prejudice and crap like this until he met me and moved to Georgia. He said Georgia got the South is a messed up place. And he said, yeah, all of this. He said we didn't have this kind of mess in Arizona. We just live. It was a lot of Mexicans, of course, next to the border, and just a lot. But he said this stuff that goes on here don't make no sense. I said, you better watch out for such and such. You don't need to be doing this because you're in the South, and this is what happens. He's like, that's too much. It's real. I grew up in the South. I still live here. I know the South. I'm a dark-skinned woman who has experienced a lot of stuff. Girl, when I was young, I know this is about as ignorant as people can get. And this is from my own people. Terrible. When I was younger, there was no wigs, baby. Well, there was.
Wigs.
That's what I was about to say. That's okay. There were wigs, but we weren't wearing them. And eyelashes and all this stuff we have today, no. So I had my real hair down to here, and beautiful smile that I still have, I believe. And I spoke well, I did everything well. Black people, older people, girl, that's supposed to have a little bit of something of a mustard seed of a sense, will come and say shit like this. Oh, girl, you so cute. You're pretty to be black. And it be a bright skin woman. Yeah, you're so pretty to be black. And then I just look at them. You know, when I was younger, I just looked at him and I knew inside that didn't feel right because that was a compliment and an insult at the same time. It's like, what? Just keep all of this shit. Don't say nothing to me. Yes, but that's the kind of stuff. And then even when I get older and then I started realizing the ignorance, well, not realizing because I realized it back then because it didn't make me feel good. But when they started saying it then, and I'll just give them a look like, to be black, what color are you? You know?
Right.
Yes.
That's the thing. Sometimes I feel like it also goes into representation in like media as well. When you look at these white corporations, they're not gonna cast the dark skin,
right?
Cast the medium light skin,
right?
Mixed child because it's more of what they want. And I feel like back to what you had said about the housewives thing, because I did hear about that. I think it was the fact that you also got to look at the microaggressions. It may not be blatant like racism. Look at the nigger, or look at the black person, or look at the light skinned girl, look at the dark skinned girl. I had seen a thing. It was like one of the. I have never watched the show, but I did hear about it. I think the dark skinned girl name was OG or something like that.
I don't watch it.
She was African number one. Like,
was she very dark?
She was, but
it's a very dark. What does that mean?
Dark skin like me.
Dark skin girl.
Okay, so she was getting it probably.
Right, and it's microaggression, so it can be the looks, you know,
anything,
the side eyes, you know.
We're just last on the totem pole.
Weirdness, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like a build up.
On that show, it was equal amongst everybody. Like, if we gonna talk about you, we gonna talk about you. It wasn't like, oh, let's talk about the dark skinned girl, but she used to be looking crazy, like, but she had like this.
I'm glad I don't watch it because I would have something to say. If she looks crazy, I don't know because I don't watch it. But how crazy? Why did she look crazy, Shayna?
It wasn't like she herself looked crazy. It was mainly like she just needed her hair done.
That or she would go and put on like it's certain shades of lipstick I'm not gonna wear.
Like pink. I don't feel I can do, but our makeup artist said I could.
She will show up just looking crazy. She had this one thing, these shoes on, the toes was going up. It wasn't like they were just.
She said the toes going over the shoes. Stop.
It was a meme for so long, but she made it like it was like a dark skin versus light skin thing. Like, no, they were talking about each other. Everybody was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like she just
Let me tell you.
felt some type of way.
Well, and you know why? It's probably in her because of growing up, the things that she went through.
And you gotta also realize what they don't show on TV.
True.
So it's like the things that they have made cut, edited,
Right.
chopped, screwed.
They probably done did
right,
all
made
kinds
it
of
look
shit
like
to her.
She was the crazy one.
Right.
Really was like, you know, they were just
What they
doing
said.
Yeah, they were microaggressions,
Right.
fucked up things that they were doing, but they were just like, we'll make her because it's easier to make.
Let me tell you.
dark-skinned girls
Let me
crazy.
tell you. Right now, do y'all realize? Look at a lot of the kids that are being born now. People will get with a dark skin. A white person will get with a dark skin because it makes a beautiful baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And it's a lot of preferences.
Yeah, and then a light skinned person will get with a dark skin or even a white person. But a lot of blacks, they're trying to get with a white so that baby could be, a color. And it's like, in a minute, it ain't gonna be no real brothers and sisters, little kids. Mm-hmm. You know, it's gonna be just a mix all over. That's how I feel because I'm like,
But look at the ones who are mainly doing it. Let's take social media because I live on social media.
Okay. Is it dark skinned ones?
Let me say this.
Okay.
It is a lot of black, dark skinned men seeking out white women, Asian women, Brazilian women.
So they're babies.
They don't want a dark skinned child, one, and for two, they feel like black women aren't quote unquote submissive. They don't really, in a nutshell, they feel like dark skinned women don't bring nothing to the table. Well, not dark skinned black women. But it all stems from their poor-raised mama. Because when you look at it, a lot of black people, let's say black people, let's not categorize. Black people, we kind of, not idolize our parents, but when you look at, like, let's say we're not going to call names.
Names.
Your son. That's the problem. Like, I can't use anybody as a better example from your son. And I love my brother, so let's not go there. You know, I love him.
No.
But at the end of the day, what he said was very wrong and it was colorist. And you are a black woman.
Yeah.
And it comes from I don't want to say self-hatred, but self-hatred because at one point, I don't want to say it, but he didn't want a dark-skinned baby. You know, we have to be real about it. He didn't.
No, he didn't even want a dark-skinned woman.
Exactly.
And I couldn't understand that because I was like...
Exactly. And it comes from... Let's look at this.
Because of society. Because of,
Society.
And I was like, Lord have mercy.
Sometimes what happens is as a kid, when you categorize things, you know what I'm trying to say? When you see stuff on TV, you categorize it. Like colors, red, bad, white, good. You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like...
Black, bad.
Exactly.
White, good.
So let's say, for an example...
Not red. Red is just...
use an example.
I got it.
Yeah. So, for an example, let's say your son was looking at you as a quote-unquote angry black woman, but he'll look at a lighter-skinned girl who can have the same thing that you say that you are, you know, same personality, same range, all of that. He won't see her as an angry black woman because she's not dark-skinned.
And what brainwashed him to do that? That's what I want to know. What brainwashed a black man that was raised by a strong woman?
Well, let's not say brainwashed because I really don't feel like people are kind of brainwashed. I feel like you just believe in what you believe in and people don't.
But how? How can you believe in something like that when your mother is chocolate?
Because it's a kind of a self-hatred. It's self-hatred.
But why hate you?
So, are we as light-skinned people being punished?
No, you ain't being punished. Shit.
Punished.
Punished.
Say we, because I'll kind of, fall under the category with you. But it's more the fact that it's more of a...
No, you're not being punished.
It's not a punishment at all. I feel like it's a preference that has been boosted, and now that people have more opinions, and you can use social media in your opinion and not, get criticized for it, more black women are going to say it's fucked up because it is.
But the thing is, you're saying why this bright-skinned women, why do y'all be punished? No. Somebody like you, Shayna, that... Now, if I ever hear you say something that is kind of racist because you are bright skinned,
not racist. Yeah,
colorism. That I would check you because it's like wait, but no, you are so down to earth. You're like just leave me alone, let me live. You live over there, I live over here, we can live together, but we gonna be all right. But you're not gonna be, I'm not gonna treat you different. You don't treat me different. That's how you act. So a dark-skinned person like myself and anyone else that is chocolate like me
Right.
is okay with it.
Right.
But if you were sitting here and we were doing this podcast and it shows, I don't know why they think they can hide shit, because you can't, just like other people can't hide anything. And I'm not calling the thing out, but other people think that they're hiding, but you're not. You can see somebody for what they are. If you and I were doing this podcast and I can see you sitting there thinking that you're just way above me or better, it shows, and it will show more into the people that are like me, that are looking at you. It can tell, but you're not. You don't what the color nobody is. You don't care gender. Not you just bring it.
But okay, so is this only something for black people, or like, because there's different color Spanish people?
I think Spanish people, they do have it as well too.
Okay.
I think that, and it's sad because I live on TikTok, girl. So I live on TikTok, so it's like when I do see videos of like lighter Hispanics, they will talk about there is a colorism thing, and it's because of white people. When they colonized, the Spaniards and Spain and all of them, it was the darker skinned Spanish people were treated like dark skinned black people.
Wow.
Light-skinned Spanish people were treated like light skinned black people. They were, what's the word? Put on a higher level, pretty much. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they boosted them, and it's kind of like it still plays, because in the older people, it's like you want to lighten your skin. Don't be in the sun too long. You're going to get dark. Don't do this. You're going to get dark. Even if they don't feel like, oh, it's colorism with them, because that's how they grew up.
No, when I say, I know you're talking about me, but when I say,
even not you, even other parents.
Yeah, but I say, let me clarify. I say don't be in the sun really long. And when I say I don't want to get dark, let me tell you why. Not because when my skin get a tad bit darker, and just like the white people or anyone else, once that daggone your skin start peeling and it comes into the glow where you had all of this sun and vitamin D, it looks good. No, that's not the reason I'm trying to say, oh, I'm not trying to get darker. I'm trying not to get darker because I have makeup and I have wigs that go with the color that I bought it with. And if I get darker, the wig ain't gonna look right, or then you have to get different makeup and different. No, I just rather stay the same and keep the same makeup. Like our makeup artist said, you got to have your dark makeup, your light makeup, because in the summer you go to the beach and stuff like that. I just, try not to get too super dark, because then you got to wait until your skin color get back to a normal color. That's for dark people like myself. That's not for you, Shayna. You can get a tan and still wear the same makeup you wore in the winter.
I mean, I'm not gonna go buy no more. So,
but you can get away with it because you don't have to go buy anymore, because it'll still smooth and be even. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to get 2 shades darker right now, I'm already bold enough to wear this. I'm just a bold person. Thank you.
I don't think that you're bold. Everybody wears colored hair.
Okay, but no, everybody. Some people don't have that self-esteem to be able to do it.
Some people don't, but I think dark-skinned people can pull off colors.
Well, yeah, I know that. However, if I was, I'm just, and it might not be true, but this is my opinion and but I think that if I was 2 and 3 darker than this, that, sorry, I did not, if I was a lot darker, I don't know if this would look as the way it looks now.
And that's in self-colorism.
Well, hey, maybe I'm a victim of it too. I guess I do. I do it too.
It's self-colorism.
And I don't know where I get that. I get it from growing up. I know what happened to me growing up. I was last, even though I was the best of the best, up there with the best, and you were still last, back in the day. Because
what I don't like is people are putting like the shades into categories. So like one of my friends was like, yeah, I'm not as light as you. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, yes, you are. Like, and somebody else was like, yeah, y'all about the same. So it's always like, okay, you're light skinned, you're red, you're brown skin.
You got Carmen.
What are we doing? Like, y'all, it's way too many problems in the world. I just read something that the government was saying that there's been like hundreds of sightings of UFOs. And
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Talking about light skin versus dark skin.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have as much time in my day.
I don't talk about it. Even though back in the day when I had long hair, and it was mine, because like I said, the wig things we didn't, and the walk, the talk, the everything, even back in the day, I just did not feel like I felt funny because of what people said, but I still was sure of myself. You understand what I'm saying? I was still sure of myself. I'm still sure of myself right now today. You know?
And see, that's what I think. To me, it's more of a confidence thing. So I can see, like you said, growing up, you know, people would say different things. So that would kind of bring your confidence down. But your confidence is here now, you know? But so I'm like, well, even when we were in school,
here now. Because society is accepting darker people too now. But go ahead.
That they're becoming more confident now as well because it's being accepted more because they're coming out of I'm seeing dark skinned girls like
I do too.
Women and they look beautiful. I've never looked at anybody and been like, oh, she way too dark. Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
But then you do have the self-hating light-skinned girls. I do be on, like I said, I live
self-hating?
Yes, because for some reason, like, not all of them, but you have in the handbook, you're going to always have one that's going to say something dumb or that feel a dumb way. And when you really look at the videos that come out about people and how they feel in their opinions, and they're their opinions, you can't get mad at nobody's opinion or the way that they think, even if you think that it's dumb, you can't get mad. That's just how they are. You can see where it's a lot of light-skinned girls, like mixed girls, coming out saying, like, they feel that they're better. Like, in a nutshell, not saying that they're better, but, like, the things that they say, you can tell that they feel that they are better. And then when they get humbled by a dark-skinned girl,
yes.
they want to cry wolf. And it's like, don't cry wolf.
Because they want to cry wolf. They want to cry wolf and cry victim when you check that ass. It's like, girl.
Microaggressions, you were saying, well, this is why men like me, you were trying to do all of this about your hair, your eye color, all of these things. And then you get humbled. And then now you want to cry wolf. You can't cry wolf. And it's really
or victim.
Exactly. And it don't be the prettiest light skinned girl.
Girl.
Look at them. You don't be the prettiest. You be arguing with a dark skinned girl. You want to call her a monkey girl. You give them.
Yeah. And those are words that they call you. Monkey.
Right. Or
black tape recorder.
That was a big one in school.
What did you say?
They used to call dark skinned girls after
black tape recorders.
I think everybody.
Black what?
You said black tape recorder.
Yeah, but what did you say they did in your school?
African booty scratch.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That was a big thing.
See what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Y'all don't get those kind of names, but we did as dark skin.
I am crying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't really realize
it is not. It is terrible. It is terrible. But it is looking a lot better. And what is her name? Viola Davis.
Oh, I love her.
OMG. Look, I don't care what you say. But I love.
Listen, what's it?
Right.
Viola Davis is like, she represents, she embraced her color, her hair, everything about blacks. And it's not like she's prejudiced or anything. It's like, no, I am not going to be brainwashed and I'm sure she's my age or around my age. And she's like, I'm not going to let what I went through, stuff that's going on with me now. So she says it in her speeches and everything. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to wear my hair the way I do, whatever. And I'm going to just be a strong black woman. And I love it.
I think that's what it takes. Like I said, I think it was, more so a confidence thing. Like you're growing up, you're hearing these things, but you have to come into your own. You have to embrace it. At the end of the day, you can't change. I mean, I guess they got the skin bleaching thing, but
the what? The skin what?
Skin bleaching.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, you can't change it. So either you can embrace it, or you just gonna be sitting around here feeling some type of way.
There's not much.
If you got the money, honey.
Oh. Michael Jackson.
And they have like these products that you can do if you use it over time. You will. Your knuckles still gonna be dark skinned, but the rest of your body gonna be black.
That is not right. She didn't say that. She didn't say
that. I've seen pictures like when you see pictures of people that have like skin bleach, like dark skinned people, their knuckles or like their elbows, their knees, like certain parts of them will still be dark skinned, but the other parts will be really, really light, so you can kind of tell.
But you can. I didn't even know that they had a cream that'll make you light like that.
Yeah, creams for that. And it's like,
yeah, wait a minute. I know they have cream for blemishes. I don't want nobody to be like, that bitch know damn well they got cream for blemish. Yeah, but it's for a little bit here, blemish there, blemish there. Yeah. But you can get some lotion to go over your whole body and make your body
And then they're in like in certain countries.
Does it have some kind of lead in there that'll mess your system up if you have too much bleaching in the
I'm sure it is, like over time.
Is it worth it?
In certain countries, it's like you want a fair skin or a lighter skin baby, you would eat certain things while you're pregnant to get a fair skin child.
I've never heard of that. Have you?
How does that work though?
Right.
Because
Look it up. I don't know how it works, but there's like foods that they like that's in different countries. So like they feel like if you eat like, let's say, I don't know, a papaya every day,
which is one of my favorite fruits. I got two
just
favorite.
give an example. I don't know if that's true, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
using that. Let's say you eat a papaya. They say you eat a papaya every day while you're pregnant, and you come out with a fair skinned baby. You eat a papaya, and you come out with a fair skinned child. But that's if you want that. But that's colorism is a big thing in a lot.
Oh,
of
it's
like,
definitely real.
Based, Spanish, like black countries,
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this one question and we can wrap this up.
Yeah, because we have the 4 minutes.
Father God knows that I am not trying to be biblical. I'm not trying to.
Jesus was black.
Okay, you don't know that.
Okay.
That's what it says. Okay, yeah. If you were to think
But
about
if
it,
you believe
Kiki,
Jesus is white, you can say Jesus is black. Let's go
but
there.
no. This is what I want to ask. Why are we the underdogs in this world? No matter where we go,
Power.
we're black, and the white. And please, you know what, white people, if you're looking at this is not against you. I really want to know the answer to it. I don't care what your color is. If you can just give me your opinion or what you think, because I often pondered this. Why are we the underdogs? Why do our boys get killed and nobody cares? And why were we
black and brown?
and why were we hung? Black, brown, the dark skin, black people.
Let's put minorities.
But why were we hung? Why were we taken away? Why were we the ones deprived of things? Why don't we have black privileges like white privilege? And I want to know why, huh?
Intimidation. I feel like when
How is that?
because
Why?
they were unruly. I'm sorry, but let's go back right quick. Back when before they were colonized, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not racist, but white people were not unkept, but they were unkept. They did not know how to bathe. Y'all didn't, they were kind of like, they were the minority at one point. You know what I'm trying to say? So when they got a little power, they felt like.
But they felt like they can just take what we had.
Intimidated because we were reading. We were doing
They
things in our
try
own
to keep you from reading. So,
exactly.
but
we were doing our own.
I just wonder why are they still in control or still at 2023?
Let's fast forward. We do not unite unless something has happened to us.
And then you want to say Black Lives Matter, and it was Black Lives Matter back before Martin Luther King.
Exactly.
But I know even that. I know y'all, this is seriously deep. Y'all can't answer the question. Can't nobody answer this question but God for me. But I just want to know, why do we, we were taken away, and then it's just, to me, the white people have more power, and don't say it's because of all the more money. They might, but Jay-Z got money, Beyonce got money, so does Cardi B, so does a lot of black people have good money, and we are still treated as someone that they still have power over us. Even I talked to someone the other day. What was the nationality? They said, look, Buttram, it's not just blacks. They did it to the Indians as well.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I just talked to, I'm not going to call his name, but he said, it's not just blacks. The Indians welcomed them, the white people, and smoked them peace pipe and everything, and did things and talked to them. And next thing you know, they damn took their land. But this is.
It made a Columbus Day, girl.
Yeah.
They founded it.
Yeah. So I just want to know.
Power. You want the power that you don't have.
No, but they got the power because it's still happening.
But if you got the power, then you have it. You don't have to always kind of enforce power if you have power.
No, what I'm saying is
still
still
within your power. You have to constantly enforce your power to keep them in check when you are insecure. That's what I feel.
If black people who are in power,
they have some. Yeah.
Can unite.
Oprah Winfrey has money. Tyler Perry has money.
But then not all black people are for black people. You have to realize that too.
That's true.
That's what she was just saying. We have to we have to unite.
You got black people and you got
coons.
See, there's them fucking names.
Listen,
what are coons? You're saying all black people, but not dark skin. Because that's from the goddamn nerve. Because you know what? That's what they call dark skin. That coon.
But I'm not talking about dark skin.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Uncle Toms. Right, the Uncle Toms of the family. But when you look at him,
Yes.
when you go to Uncle Tom, they'll say that he really wasn't, trying to be for white people. He was trying to do a whole bunch of other things, but that's a conversation for a different day. But it's just not all black people are for black people. And I feel like that's probably why.
And black people, like I said, you look at like the I don't even know, like the Ethiopians, all other races, like let's say that even the Asians, beauty supply stores, what they'll do is, okay, everybody put $10,000 in. We gonna open your store. Once your store get open, guess what? We gonna open your store next. They're bringing they're bringing people up with them. We do not do that.
Right.
Like you might look out for your family, maybe
Exactly.
Because, what is family once you get some money?
But, girl, you better say it.
So we just don't. We need to unite. That's the problem.
Oh, right. And pull another person up. But we're so afraid to do that is because of starting from the beginning when we didn't have anything. So when we get it, we don't want anyone to have it. But what makes the mindset of they always help the other people, but they won't help their other, I don't know. That just switched over to something totally different.
We are not mad about dark-skinned people. I don't know why colorism definition says against.
Some are not mad at dark skins, some are not mad at light skins. We'll keep it as, it's a 50-50.
We need to unite, child.
Right, we do, because this
the aliens come.
It is not a... This girl crazy. No, it's not 50-50. It's never 50-50.
Well, okay, well, let's say not say 50-50.
Darks are still behind.
Right,
because they just won't. But I'm going to take mine. I demand mine. I'm going to get mine. I'll work hard for it. I'm not asking nobody to give me anything. However, I'm not going to let you do what you want to do to me. And I'm very confident in myself. I just had to put that out there. She's telling me to wrap this up, girl.
All right, because we have to...
Okay.
It starts within you. That's all.
Right.
That's it. That's all.
It's within you. Okay, well, with that said, guys, we would love to hear what you guys have to say. Y'all call us all the time. People that watch our podcast, it's like, girl, that was really good. You should have said. Okay, could y'all share that information? Put it down in our DM and let other people so they can piggyback off of it and we can have a conversation. Don't call us on the cell phone or something. Let other people know what's going on inside, what you think about. And like always, feel the rumble and
listen to the roar and stay black.
We'll
see y'all next week.
All right, bye-bye. That's all we can do.